Good morning. Good morning, graduates, families, and faculty members. I am Mrs. Garvalia, the Kingsford Middle School principal, and we have just finished our first year together. It is my honor and privilege to stand before you today and celebrate the accomplishments of our 8th grade students. Graduation from the halls of KMS is a significant milestone, and I am incredibly proud of each and every one of you for reaching this milestone. Welcome to today's ceremony as we recognize the achievements of the students in the class of 2027.
Good morning. I am Mrs. Nash, and I'm the assistant principal at KMS. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, my perfect attendance award. And her certificate's right over here?
Yep.
It is proven that attendance is a key indicator of success, and as a school, we feel it is important to recognize students who excel in this area. I am pleased to recognize one student who earned perfect attendance this year. She has not missed a single class period this entire school year. Congratulations, Mariah Gustafson. Please come forward. Where is she? Where is she? Oh. Is she not in this grade?
There she is.
Oh, there she is. I was like... Next up will be the 8th grade teaching team to recognize students who have received all A's in one or more of their core classes.
I have it right here.
Okay, so
These are the students that earned all A's in one or more.
in one or more.
In one or more of their classes this year. Yeah, but it's all different.
Good morning. I just got thrown into this just now.
Whatever.
So these are the students who have earned all A's in one or more of their classes, all 4 quarters. Aubrey Belmore. Joey Bird. Bradley Botese. That's Katie. Yep, Katie. Katie Brown Norman. Maya Brunswick. Jet Buckley. Kennedy Burrell. Cameron D'Amico. Lachelle DeGroot. Jonah Danier. Aiden Edwards. Eichinger?
Yeah, I can, yeah,
Sure.
sure. No, it's a G. I can go.
Max Eichinger.
Say it again.
Don't do that again, I'm sweating. Caleb Erickson.
Oh, they quit
Do
taking
you want
them
me
from
to hold them and hand them to you?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. Betty Finn. Sophia Fernetti.
Danny
Promise.
Long.
Carter Gainey. Gear. Lauren Gear.
Grondin.
Logan Grondin.
Gustafson.
Mariah Gustafson.
Hell. Haley Hall.
Haley Hall. This one needs to stop. Alexa Hearn. Lillian Hiltonen. Olivia Kowalski.
Kreider.
Miley Kreider. Peyton Linder. Jake Lockhart. Dylan Lucas.
Menpa. Forget the names there. Menpa.
I didn't want to get it wrong. Jordan Menpa. Elena Mandy. Really? Kaylee Matajuski.
I guess.
Thank you. Nina Melitante. Kevin Mulligan. Alea Nosconi. Tyler Phelps. Clark Robb. Emma Seeger. Maeve Shilton. Madeline Slike. Annika Smeester. Good job, honey. Good job. Jack Spreen. Emma Strom. Max Sunquist. Come here. Blake Tomasowski. Evelyn Touche. Mara Tripp. Noah Trulock. Connor White. And Andy Yu. He's really bossy. Yeah. Let's give them all another round of applause. They can go sit down there. You guys can go sit down. Musical notes. This has turned into a really big job today. It's right here. I got it. It's got it. I'm done. Next up is Mr. Shirk with the Music Awards.
Thank you very much. What a pleasure it is to stand in front of you, and I think we had most of you this year. Some of you actually came pretty good on ukulele and piano. That was nice to see. I know it's kind of weird for 9 weeks to do that, but you did a great job. However, this year I came back not as band teacher, as a choir teacher, and so we had 8th grade choir. I think we ended up with only 7 or 8 kids in it, and I'm happy to say some of them are going to be in the high school choir, which this is a plug for any of you that sing, and I know a lot of you do sing. Get in that high school choir. It's going to be really good. But we had one student to distinguish themselves this year by signing up and performing in our solo and ensemble festival. It's only one out of their entire 8th grade. She did a tremendous job, and you heard her sing yesterday in the talent show, and I'd just like to recognize her and thank her for her contributions to choir. So, Cassidy Larson, are you there? While Cassie's coming up, I just want to thank you all that were in my classes. It really was a treat for me. You're great kids. I know you got a great future. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shirk, for that awesome introduction. I appreciate it. Also, I think sometimes as teachers, we take it for granted that we teach in a school system with tremendous community support. I mean, this is awesome. Look around this room. It's standing room only in here. I mean, it's just awesome to have this amount of support from parents and the community. I also want to thank you for raising your children that you shared with us this year and for making them, or for instilling honesty in them, because they were brutally honest yesterday when they were writing their last assignment for me. Let me see if I can sum up a few of the teachers. I'll just take an amalgam. You guys know what amalgam means? Okay. It's like a mixture, like a blend of your thoughts. I guess if I'm reading these letters correctly that you wrote yesterday, Mr. Van Dusen is a weird critter who loves the Constitution and has piercing blue eyes that seem to stare directly into one's soul. Thumbs up if you agree with that. Is that a good? Yeah, okay. I think Mrs. LaVarnway, energetic, enthusiastic, organized, challenging, but will do anything for her students. Thumbs up? Okay. And Mr. Kleiman, I'm just gonna, and I had to like verify this with Pip before we came in here. I think simply put, Mr. Kleiman is just the top G. Okay? And me, the adjectives ran the gamut, I'm telling you. Monotone, sleep-inducing, boring, worst musical taste ever, dark and depressing. I think that's my stories usually, but easily sidetracked, Walter White look-alike, fangirl for Taylor Swift, mid, I got that one a lot, mid. I don't even want to say this next one, but okay. But I did get slay and I got fire, and I think those are good ones, slay and fire, okay? I also, this year, I learned a few things, and if there are some new teachers in here, I'm going to give you 3 pieces of advice. I don't know if Mr. Tinky made it here. Is Mr. Tinky here? Or Mr. Carlson? I don't know if you guys are here, but here's my advice to you. Do not DoorDash Dunkin' Donuts for a class of 26 kids. It's pricey, and it gets them all in a sugar rush, and they don't pay attention at all for the rest of the day. This is a little bit cringy. I didn't realize I did this, but I guess I start a lot of my stories with, don't tell my wife this, but. And then I'll say the last thing is to new teacher, vary your fits a little bit. Sweater vest every day is probably not the best thing in the world, so vary your fits. Every year when we pick a language arts award, it's difficult. And I remember last year I went to a graduation party, and I was met at the door by a girl who aggressively said to me, "You didn't give me the language arts award in 8th grade, and I still hold that against you." So so for those of you who don't get my language arts award, that girl just finished up her first year at Columbia University. So there's hope for you still, right? I think it was me that kind of gave her the motivation. She had a chip on her shoulder for her high school career. So it was tough, So first of all, I look at the all A's all year, and even some of the kids who didn't get all A's all year, I look at what they've done for me for over 180 days, and some of the effort is just amazing with these kids. So whether it was raw percentage points or just her ability to go above and beyond on every assignment, whether it was a little poetry assignment or a creative writing assignment, she wrote about like the real story of Cinderella one time, and she wrote about, went to a dark place for one of our creative writing stories. You guys remember the shopping cart story that we wrote in class? Well, anyways. But it was amazing stuff that she produced, and she went above and beyond on everything. The Language Arts Award this year goes to Sophia Fernetti. All right, 8th graders, you made it. You made it through all the writing, all the novels that we read, all the short stories that we read, the demonstration speeches, the memory book project, the Holocaust project, all said and done. Yesterday there were tears and there were hugs and there were some people that were elated to get out of my classroom. It was all good stuff yesterday. I really appreciate it. You're going to go on to high school now, and you have a chance to either it's a fresh start. And so, my favorite quote, of course, is, and they get sick of me saying this probably, but, people will forget what you do, they'll forget what you say, but they'll never forget the way you make them feel. And you guys have an opportunity now, your first day of freshman year, to start that all over again and make those high school teachers proud of you. And I'll be there at graduation 4 years from now and your scholarship banquets and everything like that. And, I hope to see you guys succeed in high school, okay? Next is Mrs. Spreen.
So this year for me may have been the most difficult choice in the 8 years that I've been at this school for the Language Arts Student of the Year. This group of 8th graders has been such a blessing to me to have these last 2 years, because I get them in 7th and 8th. They've all brought their own uniquenesses to our classes, and I'm going to miss them so much. This student, however, stands out above the rest. She not only works extra hard, extremely hard in class, putting forth 100% into everything that she does, but more importantly, she's humble. She's kind and caring, and she treats everybody with respect. She sees the good in everything and everyone. I can't think of a time when I saw her in the hallways without a smile on her face. These qualities are those of someone who's going to find success in anything that she chooses to do. I'm so proud of her. My choice for the Language Arts Student of the Year this year is Emily Boersma. Next up for the Math Awards are Mr. Kleiman and Mrs. Tregellis, because I know I have it coming to me now, too.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations, students. I, like Mrs. Spring, get to have these students for 2 years in 7th and 8th grade, and I just want to share with you, like she said, they are an amazing group of students. From the day that they entered my classroom in 7th grade, they came in and they were a family. They were as different as you can imagine. But from the moment they walked through my door, they became this family, and they were respectful of one another and kind, and they knew that they belonged there, and they were just very accepting of each other, and I've been so lucky to have them for the past 2 years, and I want them to know how proud of them I am, and that I am so excited for them to go on to high school, because I know they're going to do amazing things, and I want to thank them for letting me be a part of their education. They made me a better teacher, and I'm so grateful to them. One of these students came in this year, and she absolutely attacked math. She came in ready for the struggle of learning, because she knew in that struggle she was going to develop skills and she was going to grow and learn. And she brought a positive attitude and high energy and eagerness to class each day. And it is because of this that I'm very happy to congratulate Ms. Joanna Lotzenheiser.
Got my pencil back I gave out yesterday. Look at that. That's only the third one that's been returned all year, so that's pretty good. All right, hey, I'm Mr. Kleiman. And yeah, I do like 8th graders, but for about a week, then, whew. No, they're a lot of fun, big blast. But before I get started, I just want my math counts team to come up here first. Could I get my 4 math counts members to come on up? And while they're coming up here, I just want to say a few things. Mr. Lorenzoni always starts us off, and it's not fair. He writes those letters. He's got all this ammunition to use for his speech. Even when he doesn't have that, the guy can write. He's good, and then we got to follow that. I don't know. I don't like that. But like he said, he does have a dark side. Everybody thinks he's always nice and whatever. All those doom and gloom stories that he makes the kids read all year, I think he's hiding something. And I do want to come clean now that we're on the last day of the 8th grade year, but I have a common answer every year. Inevitably, 2 to 3 times a week, a student will come up to me between classes in the hallway and, "Did you see Mr. Lorenzoni? Where's Mr. Lorenzoni?" And my automatic response, I know it's probably not nice, but my automatic response is always, "He went out for a smoke." I always say that. In the beginning of the year, the kids give you that like, and I just keep a straight face and they feel bad. And but I just want to say, he does not smoke. Okay, so I know I waited a year to tell you, but he does not. Sorry, Mr. L. Math counts. Let's start with this crew here. This crew took second place this year in the math counts competition. And I have to tell you, it's, I've done math counts for many years. I've only been teaching for 2 years. I don't know how I can teach math counts for so long, but this may be one of the smartest math counts teams I've ever had. Top to bottom, they are just really strong. We've had all 4, first time ever in my years of teaching or doing math counts since I think 1998 or 99. The first year ever I had all 4 finished in the top 10 individually. Never had that. We had 2 students, Clark Robb and Evan Grimes. They were awarded a summer youth scholarship up at Michigan Tech worth up to nearly $1,000 to use this summer. And both those young men qualified to go to the state tournament. Clark was unable to make it, but Evan did go down there. So thank you, Evan, for going down and representing KMS. Great job. Just a super team. And, this is the first year you get smart kids every year, on math counts, no doubt about that. But to see, it's kind of challenging. It's part team and part individual in these contests. And at the very end, they rank these kids from bottom to top with the top 10. And then they have a showdown. It's one-on-one. And so everybody's just staring at you if you're up there. And again, all 4 made it in the top 10. So you got to go up there. It's the best of 3 questions that they put up on a projector. And it's nerve-wracking, and kids are writing and trying to get the right answer. And this crew, I've never seen this before. They just sit back and they relax and they read the question, and it's like, boom. I didn't even write anything down. The aptitude of these kids right here is just amazing. I've never seen that in all my years, and they amaze me. So this year's team, Evan Grimes, I have a certificate for you. Clark Robb. Emma Strom. And Max Sundquist. While they're walking back, I'll just say a few other things. It's hard to come up to, what are you going to say every year? Usually, I just take whatever Mr. Lorenzoni talks about and try to pick it apart. But he went and read from his darn letters again, so it's not fair. So I can go back to a couple nights ago. My daughter was on her phone reading random facts, strange facts, whatever. And some cool ones like there's 293 ways to make change for $1. That's a lot, but it's true. You need $1 first. Maine is the only state with 1 syllable. That's kind of cool. A dime has 118 ridges around the edge, all stuff like that. She's going on. A couple I knew, most I didn't. But then she came on, I thought I can use this. It's kind of sciencey. I know you 8th graders did this year with the planets. How many hours in a day? 24 hours in a day here on Earth. How many hours in a day on Mercury? 1,408. 1,408 hours in a day on Mercury. That's like almost 2 months here on Earth. Now you know, guys, that's probably what you guys felt like when you were sitting in science class at Mrs. Lavarnley every day. No doubt. And then she said another one, I couldn't fathom this, and so I looked it up on a different site. Sure enough, it gave me the same results, that there's like around 4,000 words added to the dictionary every year. 4,000. And I'm pretty sure Mrs. Moore has used all 4,000 by this year already. Yeah. I'm not saying she talks a lot, but if you're in class and you get a phone call and the caller ID says, Mrs. Moore, you better get something for the kids to work on for the next 10 minutes, because if you can get off the phone in less than 10 minutes with her, you are good. If it was a cell phone, I'd say, I'm breaking up, but it's a landline. I couldn't do that. She also said a sloth. A sloth can hold its breath for up to 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Whew. I'm just wondering, can you talk and hold your breath at the same time? So I guess Michael and Connor will never have to worry about being a sloth. And they can't. They got to talk once every 10 seconds at least, so they'll never make it. Mrs. Spreen. I just wanted to say you did a great job announcing those names earlier. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. And as long as I got your attention. You ever look up your family tree? Oh, your ancestors? Ever? Oh. Well, I just want you to know I did a little bit this year because Mrs. Shilton, Maeve's mom, she was nice enough to let me look through the Climate Ancestry book, which is like thick as can be. And reading through all that stuff, my dad, who's zero emotion for anything, he actually was almost tearing up reading through some of that stuff and looking at the pictures. But it was cool. But no, I just wondering about your family tree, because I heard another strange fact. Because if you did look in your family tree, I'm sure there's an ostrich in there somewhere. Because I found out that for an ostrich, their eyeball is bigger than their brain. So I'm guessing there's got to be a connection there somewhere. I never knew that. So if you go to the beach and your head is buried in the sand, it won't surprise me. And one last one, in 1500 BC, just so you know, shaved heads were a sign of beauty. Yeah, some things never change. Yeah. Now we'll get to the awards here. I have pre-algebra and algebra, and we'll start with pre-algebra. Again, picking these kids is not easy. I mean, you heard Mr. Lorenzoni talk about getting chastised for not picking someone for their award, and now they're at Columbia. I mean, there's some great students, so to pick one is, tough. But in pre-algebra, I really, first I got it down to about 10, and looking at all their characteristics of those kids, how hard they work, how nice they are, and most importantly, do they laugh at my jokes? That's a big part of it. But in the end, I chose this student. The kid's amazing. I mean, she's always there, works her tail off, always does correct work. I kind of use hers for my answer key usually a lot of times. Make sure I didn't goof up. Never in a bad mood. I mean, that's huge. A middle school kid, never in a bad mood. I thought that was impossible till this year. That's awesome. But so this year's pre-algebra award is going to go to Mariah Gustafson. One time on our paper, it said, I had a paper, it said biggest. I was like, biggest? Who's biggest? She looks, she smiles, she goes, it's Big Gus. Oh, Big Gus. So I was calling her biggest for the longest time. And she should have been in the talent show. Did you know that kid can burp the alphabet? I'm not lying. I'm not saying that to embarrass. She can do that. Quite the skill. And for my algebra award, again, you know, just so many good students to pick from. And this group, I had it down to about 15, just great kids. If you just go on intelligence alone, I mean, those same 15, 20 kids are just amazing. A lot to pick from, but this kid, you know, again, work always done, helps others, never, well, I shouldn't say never complains, that'd be a lie, but usually never complains, great sense of humor, just checks all the boxes. And so this year's Algebra Award goes to Olivia Kowalski. You know, in this 8th grade class, you know, you got some parting words from Mr. L. I can't beat that, but but just remember, you know, you guys all work hard. If you were happy with how well you did this year, awesome. Keep it up as you go into high school. If you say, I think I could have done a little better, well, hey, pick it up next year and do it because you get a fresh start in high school. You know, the most important thing in your life is to live with integrity, and you heard Mr. Lorenzoni talk about that, the honesty of these kids. And don't give in to the peer pressure. You know, don't try to be something that you're not. Just be you, okay? You don't want to be miserable, so just be you. And as you do go into high school, remember, always be kind, give a great effort, and surround yourself with a bunch of positive people. Everything will work out well, because I'm excited to see what the future holds for each and every one of you. So thank you. Next up, we have Mrs. LaVarnway with the Science Awards.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Can I see that?
No, what are you going to do?
I just need to see that.
No, you do not.
Before Mrs. LaVarnway comes up, Mrs. Tergillis left her notebook up here. What, fine. But then she closed it. The cover says, things I want to say at school but shouldn't. You let your kids with her? Oh, man. Here's Mrs. LaVarnway.
All right, after Lorenzoni and Kleiman, I'm going to get us back on track here so we can get out. It's warm, so this will be short and sweet. Every year we're given the task of determining who has earned the right to be named Student of the Year in the core classes we teach, and every year I find it so hard to narrow my choice down to a single individual. This year has proven to be no different. I am so impressed by the numerous instances of exceptional work that I was able to witness over the course of this school year by many of you in this class. There were several conscientious students who consistently worked to their full potential for the entire school year and accepted every challenge I gave them with determination and grit. I really wish I could recognize you all. One student, however, kept rising to the top of my list when I reflected upon the last 9 months spent with all of you in the science classroom. This student obviously showed an aptitude for the subject that stood out to me. Like a good scientist, they were curious. They demonstrated their ability to think critically and to make sound conclusions based on evidence. They regularly contributed to group and class discussion with a quiet maturity and produced work that was meticulous. But perhaps what most impressed me about this individual was how they always went above and beyond the expectations I had set. If I asked for a response of 2 or 3 sentences, they composed a well-thought-out paragraph. If I had open office hours in the morning before school to review for a test, they were there. They had lots of thoughtful questions because they were always looking to improve. I enjoyed watching how this person always led with respect. Respect for me and my expectations, respect for their classmates, and most importantly, respect for themselves. For these reasons, today, I am happy to give the Science Student of the Year Award to Bradley Botese. See? Short and sweet. Mr. Van Duzen is next with the History Award.
Strange critter, hey? I agree. I stand before you today because I have the best job in the world. I teach in the best district, as Mr. Lorenzoni pointed out, for an 8th grade promotion ceremony, standing room only. I have the best classroom. If you've ever been upstairs, I have the corner office, 2 windows on 2 walls away from the noisy stairwell. Miss LaVarnway and I had that conversation yesterday. She thought she had the best classroom. She was wrong. And I'm surrounded by some of the best teachers I've ever seen, and they all make me better, except for Mr. Kleiman. All I get from Mr. Kleiman is whacked with a ruler when I walk by in the hallway. Who's ever been whacked by Mr. Kleiman in his... I see some parents back there, Mr. Kleiman. I teach the best topic, and most importantly, I have the best students. 8th graders are awesome, mainly because they already know everything. You don't have to teach them a thing. This was a special year for our classroom in particular because we had a student teacher in Mr. Jonah Carlson. He's a smaller guy. He stands about 6'4", and the only thing bigger than Mr. Carlson is his smile and his heart that he has for these students. It was really awesome to see him build those relationships throughout this winter. He's not able to be here today. He was actually reading tests in the high school for their exams, but if we could we give him 3 claps, please? Thank you. At this time, it is my great pleasure to present the 8th grade U.S. History Student of the Year, and then I'll talk about him a little bit, but I'm going to make him stand up here in the spotlight. Blake Tomasowski. Could come up here. Blake possesses a remarkable ability to analyze new information and apply it not only in the historical context of U.S. history, but also to modern-day problems. Whether it's exploring the causes and effect of the American Revolution or examining the intricacies of our nation's complex political landscape during the 1860s, Blake's sharp intellect allows him to connect the dots and understand not just the history, but also the world around him. He possesses a deep and profound understanding of our country's founding documents. I'm sure the 8th graders are tired of hearing me talk about the Declaration, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights. That's okay. But what truly sets Blake apart is his unwavering work ethic and his dedication to helping others. He's a true team player, and always ready to lend a hand to support his classmates. When faced with a challenging task or a difficult problem, Blake remains steadfast, showing resilience and determination, which is not all that common in a middle school student. He understands that success is not achieved overnight, but rather through hard work, perseverance, and showing up every day. Can only imagine the great things ahead for Blake as he continues on his educational journey, walking the halls of Kingsford High School. Congratulations, Blake. I will now be followed by Mrs. Westfall.
Before giving away my art award, I wanted to share a few thoughts on the past year, my colleagues, the class of 2027. I can't wing it or do the Netflix roast of someone, but I compiled my thoughts into a poem instead. My second year at KMS was quite different from year one. I added responsibilities like co-advising Futures Club and creating the yearbook, so there was a lot to be done. We planned the fall ball, luau, and dinner dance, thanks to the Futures Club crew. Shout out to my partner in crime, Mrs. Newman, for without her, I don't know what I would do. As teachers this year, we felt a lot of appreciation from our principal pair. Every week, we look forward to Teacher Feature Friday, the Lucky Duck drawing, and even music trivia coming on the air. Thank you both for the times we heard the cart coming down the hall to bring us lots of surprises. Whether it was hot chocolate, caramel apples, or a flamingo mini floaty, pick-me-ups came in all different shapes and sizes. There were many good times to be had in my classroom for art and primetime too, whether it was Preston's Pictionary skills or even Mara letting something slip out of the blue. Another new addition this year was the treat trolley for students and staff. Our life skills class greatly appreciates the regular customers, everyone's flexibility while we learn the ropes, and of course, a few laughs. There is never a dull moment, as you can tell, with the rest of the 8th grade team. When I was brainstorming which memories to mention, there were too many, and getting them to rhyme was making me scream. So here's my list instead. During staff training, adventuring to the top of the press box to take our team picture. Out of all the songs in existence, Mr. Van Duzen and I choosing the exact same song, but him letting me keep it for Teacher Feature Friday. Winning the World Cup Championship soccer game against the students. Our slightly hectic field trip to Mine Trekkers in Escanaba, making pancakes for Mr. Carlson, the Amazing Race Professional Development Day where Mrs. Spreen forgot a fun fact of no one else but herself, but she got a special award for it, and of course, Spirit Week dress-up days where Mrs. Lavarnway rocked her 80s glam. We ended the year with a successful dinner dance full of yummy food, a little dancing, great prizes, and something I never thought would be such a hit. I have not seen students more excited for Jenga in quite a bit. Thank you for an adventurous year. I learned a lot, and I hope you did too. I can't wait to see what you achieve in high school. So, for my art award, during my first year at KMS, I wanted to start an Artist of the Year in addition to core subjects to recognize a student who has a talent and passion for the visual arts. My winner this year will be added to the Wall of Fame in my classroom, joining Eddie from last year. For this year's Artist of the Year, this student not only has incredible talent, but they also were incredibly focused on every single project, put in 100% effort, and their creativity and attention to detail blew me away. Congratulations to this year's Artist of the Year, Jordan Menpaw. Next up is our Tech Award from Mr. Berglund.
Whew. I left my speech at my chair because it's been going so long. So I'm just going to say ditto to what everybody said before me. Moved back up from Florida 2 years ago and have had the opportunity to start a tech design class at KMS. And it's been a great road. I got to start one in Florida. It's been a great road. There's been some rocks and some bumps and a couple of bruises, hopefully not bad bruises, but it's going, and it's going to continue to get better and better. I hope that kids that you take out of that class, if anything else, that if you put your mind to something, even though it's difficult at times, you can persevere and you can come out on top of whatever struggle it is. Whether it's designing a name tag for your door or it is something larger in the future. With that being said, this student stood out from me a couple of different times throughout the year with their designs and their thought process to it. Continue turning left. Don't run into a fence. Don't hit a tire. Peyton Linder, come on up. Tech design.
Mr. Kleiman's going to read off the students who we selected for Student of the Month and Student of the Week. I just want to say, I remember, talking about this group of kids that had all A's up here all year long. I had someone in my room this year, almost in tears, because she was getting an A-, and I looked at her deadpan and I said, I remember that time I got an A- too. I was happier than heck, because all my other grades were C's and D's. So here's Mr. Kleiman for Student of the Month.
All right. We have the Student of the Year Award coming up here. We have one for the boys, one for the girls. We're going to call up all the kids that either had Student of the Month during the school year or if they received the Student of the Week in the Daily News. So all those kids, I'm going to call your name. We have your pictures that we had of you hanging up in school all year. So when I call your name, would you please come up here, and then we will announce the winner when you're all up here lined up. So we have Gavin Kinsella, Devin Miller, Lauren Gear, Emma Strom, Parker Rosado, Peyton Linder, Aubrey Belmore, Jordan Menpa, Lillian Hiltonen, Aiden Edwards, Tyler Phelps, Alea Noasconi, Olivia Kowalski, Blake Tomasowski, Kevin Mulligan, Betty Finn, Emily Boersma, Max Sundquist, Maya Brunswick, Dylan Lucas, Emma Seeger, Caleb Doe, Joey Bird. Sophia Fernetti. Mackenzie Guy. Connor White. Wyatt Harris. Zoe Toshik. Now all these fine people up here, again, either student of the month or student of the week. You don't get up here because you're a turkey in school every day. Yeah, they're hardworking, polite to others, always helpful and respectful. And yes, I'm sure there's other ones out there too. But you know, this is one boy, one girl every month, and then we also had the students of the week whenever it was the 8th grade turn. So this is what we chose as teachers this year. So could we give them all another great round of applause? All right, we're going to start with the boy this year. Whew, student of the year is tough. You know, as teachers, we got to pick one of the boys up here. A lot of great candidates to pick from. And this year, we chose Aiden Edwards. And we decided not to pick a girl. So. And for the girls this year, we chose Jordan Menpa. Again, all super kids, probably are all deserving of great awards. And, you know, in 4 years in high school, you'll see these kids walking across through the gymnasium and up on the stage quite a few times. So, great job. Thank you. Now we are going to have Mrs. Garvalia with the Presidential Awards.
All right, you guys. Well, every day is a new day in the middle school, and I learn something new every day. And what I've learned this morning is I maybe should not have given Mr. Kleiman about 30 brand new rulers. I apologize to you all. At least you're going to high school. So moving on with the Presidential Award, it's the top 10% of the class, and there's a letter that's special to the students from the president that is not allowed to be reproduced, so you get to hear it from me. The letter says, "Congratulations on receiving the 2023 President's Education Award. Jill and I are honored to join your family, friends, and teachers in recognizing this wonderful achievement. Over the past year, you worked hard, learned so much, and faced challenges head-on. You stayed curious and fearless, and you persevered. I am proud of you, and I hope you are too. I truly believe that you are part of a remarkable generation, one that is more gifted, talented, and tolerant than any before. That's why I know the future of our nation is bright. Young people like you will be leading it. Keep studying, believe in yourself, and know that there is no limit to what you can do. You can make a difference, lift our country up, and change the world. I look forward to all that you accomplish." Signed, the President. So the students who are receiving this award coming up are Bradley Botese, Maya Brunswick, Aiden Edwards. Caleb Erickson. Sophia Fernetti. Lauren Gear. Olivia Kowalski. Jordan Menpa. Kavin Mulligan. Alea Noasconi. Clark Robb. Madeline Slike. Emma Strom. Blake Tomaszowski. Mara Tripp. And Connor White. Let's give them all one more round of applause. We are now going to move on to promoting the certificates for 8th grade promotion. So when I say your name, please come up to the stage and let's try to keep the applause to a minimum because it's all of the 8th graders coming up. So first row, please stand up. All right, first off, Kevin. Oh, sorry, kids, you have to go along the wall. First row, I'll line up that way. We want to make sure you all have a good view for a good picture. So students, when I call your name, you'll come up to the stage and Mrs. Nash will present you with your certificate. So first off, Kevin Baker. Aubrey Belmore. Jacob Benz. Caden Berger. Joseph Bird. Kyle Blazier. Dakota Blondheim. Emily Boersma. Bradley Botese. Bo Brackett. Keenan Brimmer. Katie Brown Norman. Maya Brunswick. Jet Buckley. Aubrey Burgelbaugh. Kennedy Burrell. Tracy Butterfield. Jacob Chevalier. Brady Cole. Connor Collins. Wyatt Connors. Michael Cook. Michaela Corsi. Cameron D'Amico. Caleb Doe. Preston DeClark. Lachelle DeGroot. Jonah Danier. Aiden Edwards. Max Eichinger. Henry Ellis. Oh, from the back. Gotcha. Caleb Erickson. Betty Finn. Brock Flaminio. Sophia Fernetti. Addison Galbraith. Alexandria Gothier. Carter Ghani. Lauren Gear. Would the next row of students please stand and make your line against the wall? Okay. Macy Gisa. Cadence Good. Riley Green. Dominic Grenfell. Logan Grandin. Evan Grimes. Mariah Gustafson. Mackenzie Guy. Haley Hall. Wyatt Harris. Alexa Hearn. Braden Hendricks. Lillian Hiltonen. Evie Hilliard. Presley Holland. Fletcher Hulkinen. Randy Janofsky. Jackson Johnson. Aviana Jewell. Gavin Kinsella. Celia Kitkowski. Olivia Kowalski. Miley Kreider. Cassidy Larson. Caleb Lorela. Joanna Lutzenheiser. Noella Lichterman. Peyton Lichterman. Jocelyn Lindbeck. Peyton Linder. Jacob Lockhart. Dylan Lucas. Lots, excuse me. Lost my spot here. Who is I at? Lawson Lutz. At this time, would the next row of students please stand and go along the wall? And Mrs. Nash is going to continue reading names.
I've practiced. Jordan Menpa. Abigail McCoots. Elena Mandy. Kaylee Matuszewski. Ella McLean. Margot McRoberts. Alexander Melberg. Colin Mishaw. Nina Militante. Devin Miller. Emma Mongren. Bailey Moore. Cartea Morton. Kevin Mulligan. James Myers. Laura Nancy. Connor Nelson. Jonah Nelson. Juliet Newman. Alea Noasconi. Alex O'Brien. Jordan Perry. Shaylin Person. Tyler Phelps. Blake Pip. Kaylee Pops. Ava Ramsey. Alex Rittenhouse. Emma Rittenhouse. Clark Robb. George Roll. Parker Rosado. Autumn Selzenko. Emma Seeger. Maeve Shilton. Madeline Slike. Annika Smeester. Maddox Smith. Oren Smith. Gage Sorensen. Theodore Spence. Jack Spreen. Wyatt Spruce. Kelsey Strauss. Emma Strom. Max Sunquist. Grace Swank Carney. Zoe Tachik. Jonah Turlaji. Noeli Turlaji. Lucas Tesh. Blake Tomasowski. Evelyn Touche. Kayleanne Trammell. Carson Trepanier. Mara Tripp. Noah Trulock. Abigail Wathen. Michael Weber. James Wender. Congrats, bud. Connor White. Emma Wickman. Michelle Yacht. Andy Yu. Wyatt Zambon.
All right, it is time for the closing remarks. Not so long ago, you were the incoming group of little ones, entering the big new school and leaving behind the comforting and well-known walls of Woodland Elementary. It is now once again time for you to take that big step and leave behind the comfort of KMS as you become the new incoming freshman class at Kingsford High School. As you move on to the next chapter in your journey, I want to share a few thoughts with you. First and foremost, I want you to know that you are capable of achieving great things. You have already demonstrated that through your hard work, dedication, and commitment to your studies. You have shown that you have the ability to learn, grow, and succeed. But success is not just about what you achieve. It's about who you become along the way. As you leave middle school and move on to high school, you will face new challenges and opportunities. You will encounter new people, ideas, and experiences that will shape your character and help you discover who you are and what you want to do with your life. So my challenge to you is this: be bold, take risks, try new things. Do not be afraid to fail, because failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of the journey. Learn from your mistakes and use them as stepping stones to reach your goals. Also remember that success is not just about individual achievement. It's also about making a positive impact on the world around you. As you move forward, think about how you can use your talents and abilities to make a difference in your community and the world. Whether it's through volunteering, being an active member in a club, or pursuing a career that aligns with your values, you have the power to make a positive impact. I am proud of all of you. You have worked hard, overcome challenges, and made lasting friendships and memories that will stay with you throughout your lifetime. I have no doubt that you will continue to do great things, and I look forward to sitting at your high school graduation in 2027 and seeing all that you have achieved. Congratulations. Best of luck in your future endeavors. And remember, the choices you make today shape your world tomorrow. So make today a great day. And now it is time for your memory movie.
It's always kinda sunny out, and I don't wanna hurt no more. So I set my bar real low. I'm A-okay, I'm A-okay. You say it, but you just don't mean it. You're so insane, you're so insane. Shut up and just enjoy this feeling. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. But I'm way less sad. But I'm way less sad. I wake up and I'm not so mad at Twitter now. Living sucks, but it's sucking just a little now. And I don't wanna cry no more. So I set my bar real low. I'm A-okay, I'm A-okay. You say it, but you just don't mean it. You're so insane, you're so insane. Shut up and just enjoy this feeling. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. I may be wrong, I may be wrong. It's stupid, but it's all I have. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. Well, I can't fall asleep and I'm losing my mind, 'cause it's 3:30 and my brain's on fire. I've been counting sheep, but the sheep all died. And I'm trying too hard, but I can't not try. Well, I can't fall asleep and I'm losing my mind, 'cause it's 3:30 and my brain's on fire. I've been counting sheep, but the sheep all died. And I'm not dead yet, so I guess I'll be alright. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad. I may be wrong, I may be wrong, I may be wrong, I may be wrong. It's stupid, but it's all I have. Don't you love it, don't you love it? No, I ain't happy yet, but I'm way less sad.
Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Every day is a new beginning, every day is a gift to hold up high. Everyone has a weight to carry, everyone has a soul, so let it shine. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. I will scream from the highest mountain. I will love like there's nothing in my way. I believe in the heart inside me. I believe in the hope that conquers hate. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Don't worry about the clouds, 'cause when the skies come out, give me that sunshine, sunshine. Give me them good times, good times. Nothing but good vibes, good vibes. Give me that sunshine, sunshine. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime. Bring on the summertime.
I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. You got those pretty eyes in your head, you know it. You got me dancing in my bed, so let me show it. You are exactly what I want, kinda cool and kinda not. Wanna give myself to you. Yeah, we're driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. I got my head out the sunroof. You got me stuck on the thought of you. Driving down the freeway at night. I only got one thing in the back of my mind. I'm feeling like this might be my time to shine with you, with you, with you. I got my head out the sunroof, I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine in my eyes. La da la da da la da da. La da da
that I'm a dreamer, the one that's standing all alone. And sometimes it feels like it's forever since I've truly felt it all. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to feel like freedom's mine? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do to feel like freedom's mine? Oh, live life like I never have. Live life through the good and bad. Live life like I never have. Live life through the good and bad. Yeah, I'm gonna live life. Some nights I stay up staring at the stars, wondering how far goes. I know this life is all I have.